Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. I got the flu, so that sucked. And now it's January, and I unironically very much love January. I know it gets kind of a bad rap of being like the boring month after we've had 3 or 4 months of just good vibes and exciting holidays. To me, it's like the calm after the storm. It's kind of just like the restfulness after maybe an overwhelming last couple of months. January to me is kind of like when you leave a concert and you don't realize how tired you are until you get into the car and you spend the drive home just like breathing and calming down and slowing your heart rate and relaxing. Maybe that's like a weird analogy, I don't really know, but that's kind of what January is like to me. And I know people don't do a lot of baking in January because they've indulged so much at the holidays, but hopefully today's recipe can change your mind a little bit. I typically base a lot of my recipes on seasonality and what ingredients are readily available in each season and each month. So I've done a lot of citrus recipes in January and February, and I was gonna do another one this January, but it's been so cold the last couple of months that I really wanted something warming and cozy and comforting, and one of my favorite things to eat is cinnamon rolls. I nixed the bright, fresh flavors of citrus and seasonal citrus and brought in cozy, gooey, chocolatey mocha cinnamon rolls. And that is what we're making today. You know when you're home and you've had either a snow day or just kind of like a really cold, like you feel it deep in your bones kind of a day, and all you want is like food that will warm you to your core? That's what today's recipe is. So now that I've given it a proper preamble, let's get started with the dough. So let's talk about the dough. Here's my dough. I know you're probably wondering, why is it in a pan like this? Why is it not in a bowl to proof? And I'll get to that. First, I want to talk about the ingredients and specifically the espresso powder. So this is the espresso powder that I used. You want to use instant espresso powder or instant coffee, okay? Regular espresso does not dissolve in water. So you can technically use regular espresso powder for this recipe, and in fact I did that in my first test. It tasted good. You just don't really get the full depth and like the full breadth of the espresso flavor because it doesn't dissolve. It just kind of like steeps in the dough. So if that's all you have, you will get a good coffee flavor from that. You just won't get like the best coffee flavor from that. So I do recommend getting instant espresso powder. You can find this in the baking section of most grocery stores, or you can use instant coffee, which is in the coffee aisle of grocery stores. It does dissolve in water, which means you won't see any like specks anywhere, and you'll get the full flavor of the espresso that you're looking for. So I tested this 2 ways for you lovely people at home because cinnamon rolls are breakfast. I don't know that many people who would want to wake up like 4 hours ahead of time just to make cinnamon rolls for breakfast. So I made these and tested them as like a do ahead option. This is a better angle. I'm not gonna redo that last section, but I'm gonna continue on like this. This dough comes together pretty much the same as a brioche. It is a highly enriched dough. There's less butter in this than there is in a brioche. You make up for it with eggs and milk. Knead it for 8 to 10 minutes. It could take up to 12 minutes, but you wanna hit window pane or like a very highly elastic dough. Regardless if you're using the dough immediately or you're making this for like a ahead of time step, you're gonna go ahead and proof the dough. It is so cold everywhere right now, so if you can't find a warm spot to proof your dough, leave it in your oven with the light on. And if you're like me and you live in an old house and you're not actually sure if it's insulating heat in your oven, what you can do is turn your oven on to like a very low temperature for like 10 minutes and then turn it off again. Let it cool down a little bit so like you can put your hand in there and it's fine. It's just like a little toasty, a little warm, and then put your dough in there. But I don't want to get in trouble if you guys put your oven onto 350 and then put your dough in immediately and you're like, my dough baked in the bowl. Why did you tell me to do that? Use a little critical thinking. I just want you to warm the oven up a little bit so that it's not freezing cold in there anymore. If you are using the dough immediately and you're making cinnamon rolls right then and there, after it's proofed and everything, you can go ahead and use it. If you are doing the dough as a make ahead and you're not planning on making cinnamon rolls until the next day, go ahead and put the dough onto a parchment lined baking sheet or like a pan or something like that. Flatten it out really, really good, and then wrap it up and put it in the fridge. This is going to slow down fermentation and make sure your dough doesn't overproof. It's pretty much gonna stop everything that's going on. Also, flattening it out, you're already halfway there when it comes to rolling it out into the right size. If you are refrigerating it and you are doing the make ahead option, your final proof once everything is shaped will probably take a little bit longer just because you're coming from cold rather than room temperature or warm. So just something to keep in mind. It will probably take a little bit longer, but you don't have to get up at 6 a.m. Pros and cons. So we're gonna roll this out and get our cinnamon rolls assembled. But first we have to make the filling. So in this bowl I have very, very, very soft room temperature butter and some, well, it was soft. Man. Okay, now it actually is soft. If you're like me and you can't even spread room temperature butter on your toast, just microwave your butter for like 15 seconds because you want it to be really, really, really soft. And to this, I'm going to add some cinnamon, some more espresso powder, and some cocoa powder. You can use whatever cocoa powder you have on hand, but Dutch processed cocoa powder is what's gonna give you that really deep chocolatey flavor. Also gonna add just a little bit of kosher salt. All right, and that is our filling. And now we're ready to roll out the dough. We're ready to cut and get this into our like final proofing vessel, but I want to go over a couple things about the filling with you. There is chopped chocolate in this filling. You can use regular chocolate chips if you want to. Chocolate chips don't really melt the same. This is just like a preference thing for me. I first thought that the chocolate in the filling would burn baking for so long, but it works because it's nestled inside of the dough and really protected by the layers. Each piece is going to be 1.5 inches. I don't really believe in trimming the ends off because that's just wasted cinnamon roll. Who's wasting cinnamon rolls in this house? Not me. So these are ready to proof and bake. Perfect spiral. Anyway, this batch, because this was fridge cold when I pulled it out, is gonna take a little bit longer. So probably on like 1.5 hours to 2 hours. If you're just working with the room temperature dough, it should take 1 hour to 1.5 hours. You're looking for them to be all puffed. They should be touching or nearly touching. And when you poke them very gently, the indent holds or moves back very, very slowly. So I'll meet you back here with warm rolls and a salted coffee glaze. Okay, so this glaze is a salted coffee glaze. So in here I have confectioner's sugar and a good amount of salt. And our liquid is just gonna be some coffee. And if you don't wanna do coffee as a glaze and you just want a regular glaze, you can use water, cream, or milk. If you use cream or milk, you might have to add a little bit more liquid just because water and coffee are obviously thinner than cream and milk. I'm also gonna add a healthy little dollop of vanilla bean paste. In goes coffee. Perfect. I'm losing light extremely quickly, so we are gonna have to wrap this up a little quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was so excited to film this for you guys. People always try stuff before I film it, but these ones in particular, people were so excited about. I know that in January, everybody is over like the heavy and rich desserts and they really crave something light and fresh. And usually I do too. Usually I'm on that boat as well. But something with these cinnamon rolls, and especially when it's cold outside, they just warm your bones. They feel like a nice, warm, chocolatey mocha hug. They're just so perfect for this month and for this time of the year. And I'm so excited about them. So I hope you guys try them out. I hope you guys give them a shot. And if you do, let me know what you think. I'll have all my social medias down below. Also, I was thinking about while I was making these, if you clicked on this video, there's a chance, I mean, probably you like coffee, unless you're just watching food YouTube videos, in which case welcome. If you don't like coffee, you can leave the espresso powder out of the dough and out of the filling. It's not really gonna change anything. In which case, you can put like a really nice vanilla bean glaze on top of these and they'd be hot chocolate cinnamon rolls. And I think that'd be delicious. So if you wanna try that variant out, I haven't done that yet. So try that out and let me know what you think. I think those would be so, so, so good. 2025 is the year of consistent uploads, okay? I know it's January and I know that's a lot of talk from somebody who hasn't uploaded regularly in like 3 years, but I'm committing now. I think I feel good about it. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests, leave them in the comments down below. And I will also leave all my socials down below in the description. The full ingredients list and method of prep can be found on my website, which will also be in the description. Like I said, I hope everyone had a great holiday season, and I'm very excited for the videos that I have planned this year. The next video might be something floral, maybe? That's a treat for the people who made it to the end of the video. I know this month is not starting off like really great for a lot of people, but I hope you are all happy and safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!